lifelong steam engine fanatic to be able to be here on a day like today?
Lord Lieutenant, Right Honourable Members of Parliament, Worshipful Mayors, Councillors, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say a number of thank yous because there are various people and organisations who have played a major role in getting us to where we are today. Firstly, I must pay tribute to Homes England, who, as the government agency that is actually the developer of this large complex, it has been their project to deliver. John Bountwood is here today, and he and his team have worked very closely with us on the line. They have supported us through the difficult period last year when visitor numbers were down and therefore revenue was down, and we're very grateful to them for that. I must also thank Knights Brown, who actually built the bridge for us. It took a bit longer than perhaps was expected, but when you think about it and you start picking apart infrastructure that's perhaps 150 years old, it's not surprising that you come up against the odd nasty surprise. So they had to overcome some significant difficulties in actually getting the bridge done, but they did it, and we are here today as a result. I'd also like to thank Network Rail because they are an important partner to us. They allow us to lease this part of the station, and without their assistance we would not be able to do that. They also facilitate an end-on connection here so that we can receive and dispatch locomotives onto our line through the main network, and that is indeed how Flying Scotsman got to be here today. I'd like also to thank the National Railway Museum because it is their locomotive that is here today, and we are hugely privileged to have this particular locomotive with us today. Magnificent beast that it is. It pays only, I think, a couple of visits to heritage railways each year, so we are immensely privileged to have it here today to spearhead the reopening of our line. More than that though, this is not the only National Railway Museum loco we have. Many of you will have noticed, I'm sure, there is another engine at the other end of the train, 30925 Cheltenham, which is on long-term loan to us from the National Railway Museum. And even beyond that, we have a third locomotive, Lord Nelson, which is in storage at the moment, and we hope that we can agree with the National Railway Museum that we can feed it into our works to refurbish it and see it running again on our line. Now, we only knew that Flying Scotsman was going to come in November. We only took delivery of the bridge in December. And since then, our permanent way staff have had to check and claim back from Mother Nature something like 4 miles of track. Our signal and telegraph engineers have had to reconnect all our signalling systems across the bridge, and they've also had to prove and check the automatic signalling system that we have in this part of the line. Our infrastructure people have put in new foot crossings. They've put in what must seem to them like miles of fencing to make sure that the many visitors who we're hoping will come can view Flying Scotsman in safety. Our operations team have shifted virtually every piece of rolling stock that we've got from where it was to where it needs to be for today. So that was a huge undertaking too. Our station staffs have been cleaning and polishing and decorating all of the stations on the line, and it would not be appropriate if I didn't mention the people in the headquarters of the line who have sold thousands of tickets. They've planned the event, they have seated everybody, they've got additional parking sorted out, and they've sorted out parking marshals and track marshals to make sure it all goes well. So I must say a huge thank you to the whole team, and it has been a team effort. This is a team sport, running this kind of organisation. Being as it may, there are though a couple of individuals whom I must single out, and all of that activity that I've just described would be nothing if it were not coordinated and led. And there are two people to whom I must pay tribute: Simon Baggott, whom you saw earlier, and Liam Kenchington, who is way at the back there, and I told to be up here because I wanted him here so you could actually see him. Come forward, Liam. Gentlemen, I stand in awe of you for what you've done. Thank you so much. and we would not be here today if it were not for the work of these two individuals above everybody else. So, well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you very much indeed for being with us today. I hope that you, and indeed all the other people who will visit the line in the next couple of weeks to see the Flying Scotsman, will really enjoy their visit. And I hope that you will actually help us to get the word out there that once again the Watercress line is open for business. Thank you.
Slightly different. Top or bottom? Either one you want. Top would probably be better. That one, yeah. And if I recall, you threw it to one side, didn't you? There you go. My God, it's warm. There it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah. Smashing.